I'm Mike Wyant. I'm the owner of We Care Park in the north end of Kokomo. I bought it 27 years ago and started We Care Park. How I got started was Bill Fortune lived there, and he said he was going to sell his property a couple years prior to when I bought it. I had an idea at the time what I was going to do with it. I was going to create a park there and light it up for We Care. Prior to that, I was with We Care over 20 years, so I've been with We Care for the last 48 years. I was there the first night when I heard the gentleman, and I actually was 27 years old, and I heard the gentleman call in from Chrysler, asking for help to feed his family and give them Christmas gifts. So Mr. Bronson at the time pulled his wallet out and looked at it, and he says, "You know what, sir, I got $40. I'm going to give you 20. So I was in the process of going to my sister-in-law's to drop my wife off, so I dropped her off, and I said, "I'll be back." So I drove directly to KI and went in and gave Dick Bronson $20 to help out that year. Then after that, I went uptown a year or two later, and Sandy calls and sat in a chair asleep. I said, "Listen, I'll be back." And I'll go out to, I think it was Sears or Wars, and I bought a Sandy suit and went right back up there and played Sandy in the street almost 20 years uptown before I took it home where We Care Park is today. But I've been honored to do it. I'm one of 16 children, and my wife is one of 13 children. So we know what it is to want a little more at Christmas time, and we was always taught from our parents to give back. If you're successful, give back. And we've been very successful, my wife and I, and my helpers, and that's what got me going on We Care Park. We started putting the lights up August 1st. There were just a few guys that helped me do it. And without them, We Care Park would not be possible. We Care Park would not be possible without my volunteers. Some of them's got 26 years of experience, and they know what to do and where to do it. And that makes a big, big load off of my shoulder. It takes about 2.5 truckloads of extension cords to do the whole 2 blocks. It takes me about, once we get it all set up, it takes me about two weeks just to hook it up and get it ready to go. And it's quite a feat, trust me. I can't give you an exact figure, but I know it's raised almost $1 million, and we do not keep any of the proceeds from We Care Park. If you put $1 in that bucket, We Care gets it. And I furnish everything you see up there as far as lights are concerned, all the way around the 2 blocks. Those are all my lights. It's just, I don't know, my wife and my way of giving back. Like I say, we have 4 meters on my property. We have one across the street, so those are total 5 meters that light that up, not counting the neighbors that let us use their electricity. And we got to thank them for what they do, because without their support, We Care Park, you know, the whole 2 blocks wouldn't be possible. It's a sad memory, but Make-A-Wish of Indiana called me and asked me, could they bring a man through there that was dying? That was his last request, is to come through We Care Park. And a few years ago, I couldn't have told this story without breaking down. I said, I'd be honored to meet this gentleman. They waited about a week. Said the gentleman said he'd love for it to be snowing when he come through. I said, well, you just pick a day and call me whenever you're coming. So about a week went by, and I got a phone call. Said, we're bringing the gentleman through the park. And with a limo, matter of fact, there was 2 limos. His family was with him. And so he pulls up there by Sandy House, and I walk out there, and the window comes down, and I look in there at him, and he said, Mike, he says, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate this park. I love Christmas, and I'm going to miss it. I said, no, sir, you will not miss it. You just look down from heaven, and you will see it. While he was talking to me, you know what it started to do? Snow. He wanted to see snow, and so help me, it started, big snowflakes was starting to fall I'm serious when he was talking to me. And that was something from the good Lord, I think. Yes, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I have one gentleman that's already spent, I think, about $8,000 already buying stuff, and he's not done buying yet. And I think when I get done, I may sell him the whole batch, almost give it to him. And yes, I think they'll see We Care Park in the community. Absolutely, absolutely. Just relax and find me a condo somewhere, and then I will not sell the property until I find me a place. And then I will sell the property, 2 houses in the park. I got 2 houses, 3 garages in the park, and I will sell that to one person, and they can do what they want to with it. I think the community to come up and support We Care, and always support We Care no matter where it's at, whether it's at the park or out on East Sycamore. Support We Care because they have helped so many families in this community and the surrounding communities, and that's what they can do. They can continue supporting We Care, and you know, as far as the park's concerned, they could just come up and get some final pictures of their families and see the carousels going around in the gazebos, and just come up and get you some good pictures, and you'll always have those memories. Absolutely, anybody's welcome to come up to We Care Park, stay separated, wear a mask. There'll be no hot chocolate served, but over under the shelter in the park, there'll be toys for the kids. Every child can still get a toy under 12, and we have I'm guessing about 14 truckloads of toys right now out there in the shelter behind the scenes. I just want to say Kokomo is the best city that anybody in this world could live in, due to the fact they're so generous to help people. And I've seen it for 48 years this year, how much they step up when somebody's in need. You know, I couldn't have done it without all my volunteers. And also a big supporter of mine was my wife. I couldn't do it without my wife's support. And what I'm going to do now is just sit back and go look at your lights or somebody else's lights or where these lights go.